Robert Pattinson replaced Henry Cavill in these two roles. Henry Cavill, no matter how great he is regarded as one of Hollywood's unluckiest stars. In the past, he has misplaced the part of James Bond and Batman. Few people are aware that he was the initial options to play Edward Cullen in the popular Twilight film series. Of course, this was before Robert Pattinson took his place. While many people know Henry Cavill as Superman, he may have achieved even more fame if Robert Pattinson hadn't grabbed two important parts for him. Henry Cavill is most known for playing Superman in the 2013 film Man of Steel, the first installment in the DC Extended Universe. In addition, he co-starred in Enola Holmes with Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things and as Geralt in Netflix's rendition of The Witcher. Despite his current popularity, the star could have achieved more success in the film industry much sooner if he hadn't lost roles in both Harry Potter and Twilight to Robert Pattinson. But how did things turn out the way they did? When Cavill auditioned for the role of Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the fourth film adaptations of J.K. Rowling's popular book series, the two actors first met. While Cedric's death at the hands of Peter Pettigrew was a tiny part, it was one of the most tragic losses in the Harry Potter canon, making it a highly sought-after part. However, Pattinson was a cast in the role, which helped him gain the attentions of several directors and led to his breakthrough as Edward Cullen in the Twilight film series. Robert Pattinson had already made an impression on fans following his brief role as Cedric Diggory in the Harry Potter film franchise. Regardless, it was his work as Edward Cullen in the Sundown movie studio that turned him into a genius. While his films and exhibition were frequently panned, there is no denying the manner in which he rose to global recognitions as a result of his work. However, many of the entertainer's fans recognized that he wasn't the finest choice for the role of the gorgeous young vampire, and it's the second time Pattinson has gotten in the way of Cavill. This time, in the infamous vampire franchise. Cavill was dubbed the ideal Edward by author Stephanie Meyer in a 2007 blog post before the first Twilight film was released in 2008. Meyer followed the statement by expressing her disappointment that Cavill was now 24 years old and so unable to portray Edward, who was 17 at that time. However, in order to keep Cavill interested in the project, she suggested that he play Carlisle, but that character went to Peter Fasinelli. Despite Meyer's belief that Cavill was ideal choice for the role of Edward, the Twilight author never approached him to express interest in casting him, and the part eventually went to Pattinson, who is 21 years old. Pattinson's popularity with Twilight and many indie films led him to being the cast of The Dark Knight in Matt Reeves' The Batman years later. Cavill was reportedly thought to have been passed over the role of Bruce Wayne in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, but the actor shot down the allegations in an awkward 2009 interview with News Channel 5. Does the actor regret being replaced by Robert Pattinson? Yes, this will come as a surprise to both performers' fans, but if things had gone differently, the viewers would have gotten a very different Edward Cullen than the one they received. Fans may be asking if Cavill is bothered by the fact that Robert Pattinson replaced him in the Twilight series. After so many years, the actor has gained a great deal of popularity and fortune. He could have achieved the level of popularity and success much sooner. The actor is truly grateful for how things have turned out in his profession. Essentially, I got close to a bunch of stuff and didn't get it, the actor remarked in an interview on The Graham Norton Show. But it's funny that people think it's a bad thing. Everyone in Hollywood or in the performing industry is wanted to get a role, and they are not necessarily getting them, the actor continues. As a result, missing out on the major jobs in order to get a chance to be in the spotlights is actually a positive thing rather than a bad thing. And for each of them, I thank my lucky stars. After losing to Pattinson, the popular Man of Steel actor was rewarded with larger and better things. Despite their divergent trajectories, Cavill and Pattinson both played legendary DC heroes, establishing them as members of a prestigious fraternity that will undoubtedly make Cavill forget about Pattinson's troubles. Robert Pattinson just scored a symbolic victory over Henry when he was accepted into the DCEU, just as Henry was being kicked out. In the next DC movie, Robert will portray Batman. Henry was not allowed to continue his role as Superman or Clark Kent in the same realm. In addition, Henry had intended to play Batman, but he chose to wear the rat cape instead. But one thing is certain, if Henry was still Superman, seeing them on screen together would have been a blast, or better still, on-screen sparring. That's all for today. See you in the next time with a lot more. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.